tuning into the Barbara Dean Franklin Show, Real Talk, Real People. I am your host, Barbara Dean Franklin, and today I don't have a guest, but guess what? We're going to have a good time anyway. Today I'm calling this Community Day, where I will be taking calls from you. We'll talk about 2014, this 22nd day of January in this brand new year. Let's talk about what's going on in your life. I would like to say that God has been truly, truly good to me and faithful 22 days straight, 22 days strong. I have just experienced a newness in this new year. So I'm looking to talk about this new year and this new you. One thing that I really wanted to talk about is this show, Real Talk, Real People, the things that are going on this network. We're bringing new people onto the network, WIGNTV, Greater Southern Baptist Church. It aired Sunday, and that was the first time that it aired, and that is my church. My pastor is the Reverend Darrell S. Moore, so we're real excited about touching the multitude. You know, that is the command, to go out to spread the good news, the gospel, and that is something that we're looking forward to doing in 2014. So make sure you stay tuned in to WIGNTV.org because we are going to be doing some great and wonderful things. The name of this show is the Barbara Dean Franklin Show, Real Talk, Real People. This is a reality show, unlike the Real House of Atlanta or unlike Love and Hip Hop. I have experienced helping people. This show, as a result of this show, I've known people to have jobs. There was a young lady who was filling out an application to become a waitress at a restaurant downtown. And as a result of this show, she looked at the Public Ally segment that we aired on the show. And now she is a Public Ally. Public Ally is a company, organization that is partnered with University of Michigan, where their motto is everybody leads. She's working with Carmano's Cancer Center. They give the allies $5,000 stipend to go back to school. They also make like $1,500 a month, I believe, and they get insurance. This is a great show to get information that will help you. Kamita, the resource lady who was on my show, who gives out a wealth of information. People that are looking for jobs. Taylor Career Station, Rita Taylor, and Bishop Emmanuel Taylor. They have come on the show and they're really helping people. So, you know, this is a reality show, but it's doing some real service to real people. That is what we want to do. We want to lock arms with one another, support one another in the community, and do some good things. We are far-reaching. I have helped people in South Africa. I've helped people that I don't even know who write into the show. They needed help. They needed a furnace. So they were blessed to be able to get a furnace in their home as a result of my fans, the viewers that look at the show, who wanted to help and support. Somebody said, hey, I have a furnace that the young lady could have. Someone else said, I will put it in for you. Let me answer the phone. Thanks for calling the Barbara Dean Franklin Show. Good morning. Who am I speaking with?
Michelle from Houston.
Hey, Michelle Sanders. How are you?
I'm calling in for the Barbara Dean Show. I understand that you're doing.
Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Let me see if I can fix this phone, and I don't want to hang up on you. Hold on, Michelle. 1 minute. Michelle? Okay, I think I'm going to hang up on you because although I worked for the telephone company for 36 years, this particular telephone set, hold on, I have a hold button. Okay, I think let's see. Michelle?
Yeah.
Great, that's better. Okay, talk to me. Michelle, let me tell you a little bit about Michelle. Michelle Sanders is one of the directors of Women in Power Crossing Path. Michelle and I worked at AT&T together. Michelle did not know me. We met 2010, I believe, no, 12 on my birthday. And after I retired, she came up um, to help me celebrate my retirement. But she sent me $100 for 3 years straight without ever meeting me. So, Michelle, tell me why you called in today. Let's talk about 2014, and you just retired. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. God is so, so good. I just wanted to congratulate you on the wonderful things that you have been doing. I have been watching your show from a distance and the different people that you have been having on your show. You've been such a blessing to me and to my family. But I recently retired and with the power across the past, you know, you and I same vision and we have some of the same stories, but I'm not the I just wanted to call in to say that, recently my pastor on Sunday, I truly believe
I can't hear.
here for everyone for them to step out on faith and be a blessing to others. That's what I'm talking about. This is what you have been showing others, bringing the different speakers on your show about what unity is all about. We need to pay it forward to help everyone that is in need. You know, we sometimes sit down, stop, and think about, you know, our issues, but all we have to do is look to the left and to the right, and there's someone that is worth all that. And if we can just do just a little bit for our neighbors and help our neighbors out, you know,
Okay, that's somebody else calling in. Let somebody else. They're blowing up the phone. Thank you for calling in, babe. I really appreciate it, and I love you, and I know that you know that. So, okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I'll talk with you later. Okay. All right. That was Michelle calling in from Texas. Michelle was saying that, the show has been a blessing to her and that we need to serve one another more. You can look to the left and to the right, and there's always somebody that is in need. And that's what the Barbara Dean Franklin show is really trying to capture. And it is serving people that are in need, being a blessing to one another. We are going to be partnering with people to make a difference in our community. The telephone was ringing while I was on the phone with Michelle. So if somebody has called in, please call back in. And if I don't get anybody to call in, I'm going to phone a friend. It'll be like name that tune. I'll call somebody that is on standby, willing to talk to me live on the show. So again, 2014 has been a great year for me in this 22nd day. God is faithful. As I look back over all the people, all of the guests that have been on the show, I'm seeing how God's hand is in their life. They are being blessed and they're doing great and wonderful things. If we're going to make a difference in our communities, our homes, our neighborhoods, we have to be the change that we want to see. I was real excited a couple of weeks ago to be able to go to City Hall when they swore in the new city council, the new mayor, the new police officers and things of that nature. I'm still excited in spite of all of the publicity that we're getting. I'm still excited that we are about to do a paradigm shift. Things are about to change in the city, and it starts with each and every one of us. We have to, again, be the change we want to see. We cannot talk about it. We have to be about it. And so in this day, I am going to be that change. I'm excited about what is happening. I'm looking forward to just making a difference in my community. Great and wonderful things are about to happen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to phone a friend. I'm going to call someone and we're going to talk about what's going on in their life. This is another member of Women in Power Crossing Paths. She started with me from the very beginning, and her name is Sheila Williams. So let's see if Sheila is able to take my call. Sheila.
Good morning.
You are live and on the air on the Barbara Dean Franklin Show, Real Talk, Real People. How are you?
I am fantastic this morning.
Good.
On the Barbara Dean Show. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, and it's always a pleasure talking to you. So let me give them a little history about Sheila Williams is the wife of the specialty coach of Alabama Roll Tide, Bobby Williams. Sheila is a football coach's wife. She's been doing this for a very long time. She's also the author of an upcoming book, Behind the Line of Scrimmage. Is that correct?
Behind the Line of Scrimmage.
Behind the Line of Scrimmage. So, Sheila, tell us a little bit about your new year. You know, I know that you guys just went to the playoff and, you know, although Alabama didn't win this time, how many championships have you guys won?
Oh my goodness, we've been highly favored with 3 national championships.
Okay.
And I am grateful for the ride, and I also tell my husband, which he tells his players, you learn a whole lot from a little adversity sometimes. So,
Right.
it's a matter of dusting yourself off and picking yourself back up. So
Exactly.
I'm picked back up and
Say ready to go.
already at TJ Maxx.
Oh. So you buying shoes today?
Oh yeah, I do have a pair. So
Okay.
no shoes today, but yeah.
So you're doing your shopping. So what's the weather? Tell me what's the weather like there in Alabama?
Well, we are a cold 37, and of course that's not cold. Being a Michigan girl,
I know.
what cold is.
Right.
But, for the South, it's record-breaking temperatures.
Right.
But
So
it's all
Sheila,
good. The sun is shining.
let's talk a little bit about our history. We go all the way back to Okemos, Michigan, 1994. Sheila's sister and I worked together at AT&T, and Sheila and I, we were acquaintances, but we didn't know each other. But when I moved, I had furniture delivered. Sheila came into my home and set up the house for me, her and Abba. Abba is her mother who has passed away. And so you've been at MSU, you've been at LSU, you've been a Miami Dolphin. Bobby was with the Lions for a minute too, wasn't he?
Yeah, Detroit Lions was in between there. And I met Coach Williams from teaching working at McKenzie High School.
Right.
At that point, he was at Eastern Michigan.
Okay.
So my journey in this world of football started at Eastern Michigan. So
And then what's really great is that what I really love about this, because Nicholas and Natalie is working with the NFL, and Nicholas is a coach now with who?
well, Nicholas is right now a graduate assistant at Jacksonville.
Okay.
You got a call.
Okay, yeah. I have a call. Hold on a minute. I don't even know how to do this, okay? Because this is new. So please hold on.
I will hold on.
Thanks for calling the Barbara Dean Franklin Show. This is Barbara Dean Franklin. Who am I speaking with?
Cassandra?
Hey, Cassandra. How are you? Deacon Cassandra English.
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. We're having some technical difficulties with the phone that's in the studio. So, I'm getting a lot of feedback or whatever, Cassandra. But what did you want to talk about this morning?
Well, community day is community. I understand it's community day.
That is correct. And what I'm doing on Community Day is I am letting my friends call in and talk about, this new year and what their expectations are for the new year and just how your new year has been so far, on this 22nd day of January. Cassandra? Okay. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to call you back from another number. This is not working for me, okay? All right. I'll call you back. Sheila? Yeah, I am so sorry. Okay, I'm going to have to disconnect the other phone because I'm getting a lot of feedback. The telephone is not working. I probably should have checked it before we actually went on the air. But you were saying that Nicholas, tell me what Nick is doing right now.
Yes, Nicholas, who, is a graduate of University of Alabama, and he went on to be a graduate assistant, which is the process of becoming a coach at Jacksonville State, which is in Anniston, Alabama.
Okay.
And I just got a call from him that he is now offered a position, depending on his interview, as a full-time receiver coach at Jacksonville State. So I was just in prayer that God watches over him, this young man, as he starts his journey in the coaching profession and changing lives and hopefully being a blessing to some other young men as they take on their college careers. So,
right.
Good news speaking to you and very proud of you and your Barbara Dean show. I remember I'm actually in the parking lot where we were talking about the possibility when you were a guest, and now it's a blessing.
Wow, you know what? I really had forgot that because when I got the call to make my first appearance on this show, I was in Alabama with you. And I was visiting you, and then the producer, Isaac Lawrence, called me and asked me if I would be a guest with Pastor K, and I said that I would. And who knew? That was 2 years ago, Sheila. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And God has been good, in spite of everything that I've gone through with the loss of my mother. God is yet on the throne. He's yet in the blessing business. I'm really excited about, the vision that he has given me about helping people, about serving in the capacity that he has me serving, doing, reaching the multitudes. I mean, this show is going all over. I have people, friends that are in Egypt. I talked to a guy. His name is Ashraf. And Ashraf and I talk all the time. He's in Egypt. Matasi, she's in South Africa. Nate, he's in Sierra Leone, and Vitas is in Bangladesh. So I'm making friends all over the world, helping people that I've never seen who are in need.
Real talk.
Real
talk.
Real talk.
And that's why God doesn't want you to put any limitations on him.
Right.
Although we may put them on ourselves.
Right.
The Barbara Dean show will be touching someone's life across the world.
Right. And,
I'm
and
very proud of
thank
you.
you, and I love you, and I thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to take this call. But I just want you to keep my spare room available. I was just telling my godson I need to take a trip, and I think I'll be coming there real soon.
It's ready for you right now. Whenever you're ready, it's ready.
All
It
right.
really is.
I love you.
Okay.
I love you, Sheila, and I will talk
Love
with
you
you
too,
later.
and thank you for being a blessing to your listeners. And
Yes.
I think you need to open up the telephone lines more often because
Okay.
I feel like this is going to be a big thing.
And I will, but the next time I'll just make sure that the telephone works right, okay?
Okay,
All
all
right.
right,
All right.
okay,
God bless
okay.
you. Okay.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I truly apologize that we did not really look into making sure that the telephone was working correctly before we went on the air live on the show. Well, as you know, that I'm partnering with Peas in the Pod, keeping their kids safe. That is something new that you can look forward to. I had my next door neighbor's daughter was murdered, so I'm truly an advocate of trying to find people that are missing or trying to get the word out for Crime Stoppers, for people who have experienced a loss and they have no closure for their murdered loved ones or loved ones that are lost. And even though they are gone, they are never, ever forgotten. So, just truly tune in to this um, tune in to this network. Just watch and expect great things to happen. As I talked to Sheila, as Michelle called in, when I think about the nonprofit that back in 2010, I asked 10 women to share a vision with me to put in $100 a month, where each of us would receive $1,000 a month for that first year. And these 10 women, they believed in me. They believed in the vision. We did that, and each one of us received $1,000. After that first year, 6 of us stuck with it, continued to put the $100 into a bank account, and we were able to accumulate over $12,000. And then we started to do our program. We got our 501c3 tax exemption status in September, and we've been able to help people. We partnered a couple of weeks ago with Warming Up Detroit to feed the homeless. We partnered with QSA. The Pioneers bought gifts for the homeless children during Christmas time. And our purpose, Women Empower Crossing Path, is to motivate, uplift, encourage, and inspire young women so they can grow up and be effective women in the community, and they don't have to suffer some of the things that we as women suffered when we were growing up. We're trying to reach the women today, young girls, so we're trying to be proactive instead of reactive to issues of domestic violence or bullying or different things of that nature. We're trying to make sure that we can address them early on so they will be strong enough to have to lead effective lives. So that's what Women Empowered Crossing Paths is all about, which is started at a living room table when people will come over to the house. One young lady would come over. She was having a particular issue. She may go home, and later on in the day, someone else will come over. And I'm thinking, well, if I could put those two together, then they may be able to help each other because they were experiencing some of the same things. And that's how the vision was born. It was born a long time before it ever had a name, because I am a victim or survivor of domestic violence. I don't call myself a victim. And God has just really been very good to me, to allow me to help others, to allow me to just share my life, to give my testimony, and to let people know that no matter what it is that you're going through, if you just trust and believe, do the right thing. You may be experiencing something where you're feeling kind of down today, but they in the word it says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning, and it definitely does. I could not even imagine that my life would be where it is today with all of the things that I've been through. So I just want to encourage somebody today that this new year, whatever it is you're believing God for, then definitely believe God for it. Whatever it is that you're believing God for, you must believe God for it. I'm going to try and take this call, but I'm going to talk and I'll let you know. This is Barbara. How can I help you? Is this Bruce Bo Dylan Bowtie? Okay. Well, you know what, Bruce? We were having some problems with the sound on the telephone, so I have you to my ear. But I think I just spoke about you earlier. This is Bruce Davis of Custom Made Bow Ties, Bo Dylan Bow Ties, and Bruce and I are friends. And December the 27th of 2012, he was my guest on the show. And Bruce, what do you want to say to the listeners this morning?
Everyone, you in 2014, the Barbara Dean Franklin Show. Real talk, real people. Fabulous shows. They get right down to the nitty gritty.
I truly appreciate you, and it's really funny, Bruce, because the telephone was acting up, but you came in loud and clear.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Franklin.
Thank you. You have a blessed day, and I really appreciate your support. And as you continue to support me, you know I'm going to always, always support you because your bow ties are fabulous. And what I really want you to know, Bruce, is this. I cannot look at anybody with a bow tie and not think of you.
Well, thank you, Ms. Barbara Dean Franklin. I really appreciate you too. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all the viewers, I'm gonna get all the listeners in the Detroit area, in the Michigan area that tune into you.
All right. Thank you. You have a blessed day. I love you.
Love you too, babe.
All right. Bye. I send out a text message. I have a text message ministry as well, and I send it out every day, and Bruce is on that list. So each and every day he gets a text message from me with a word from God that is always uplifting, motivating, encouraging, and inspiring. So what we're going to do now is we're going to ask the producer
Thank you for using that.
to put up the young man that we're going to be spotlighting this week who is missing. If the producer can put up Corey Gilbert on the screen. Okay, Corey Gilbert has been missing since December the 16th of 1984. He's missing from Jefferson, Louisiana. Today he would be around 35 years old. Corey was last seen on December the 16th, 1984 in Jefferson, Louisiana. Two of Corey's bottom teeth were missing at the time of his disappearance, and he was wearing a blue tank with white trim, blue jeans, and blue tennis shoes with red stripes. Reports have stated that Corey was last seen walking to the store in his neighborhood on the day he went missing. There are other reports that Corey was last seen with his cousin by the Mississippi River. It is believed that he may have fallen into the river, although his body has never been recovered. So if you have any information on this case, please call the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office in Louisiana at 504-349-5322. Again, I truly thank Janice for allowing me to, and Janice is the CEO of Peas in Their Pods, Keeping Kids Safe. Janice Lowry is the Chief Executive Officer, and Gayton Borders is the President. I truly appreciate them allowing me to share in their endeavor to return missing children to their homes, their families, or to let their families know we have not forgotten about them. So This has been a really great day for me. It just is eye-opening for the things that God is getting ready to do in my life, in your life. So whatever it is that you're going through, please continue to trust God. Please know that God is able to do all things but fail. If you really want to look at a reality show, look to your left, look to your right, look in your neighborhoods, in your homes. Make a difference. Let's stop all the nonsense and wrap arms with each other and change our communities, our homes, our neighborhoods, our cities, states, and then the world. I'm going to end my show the way I always do, thanking you for tuning in, listening to me, watching the Barbara Dean Franklin Show, and saying to you, from my beating heart to your beating heart, I love you. You understand? Okay.